Yeah, welcome again to Mark Speaks. I'm going to keep this one real short, real sweet. Not going to spend too much time here. And this one, I just want to talk about in the sense like, you know, whenever you guys hear any advice from anybody, always question people's advice. Always question advice that's being given to you. Always test it. Always test the credibility of the person. Always test the credential of the advice, the solidity, the thorough, the authenticity of it. Always question everything. Even myself, I put my videos up and I share with you guys some experiences I've had and my opinions on what I think life is. But at the end of the day, question what I say. You know, never take anything as absolutism. The only absolute in life is death. People cheat on taxes, so they always say death and taxes. That's a lie. If you haven't been living under a rock for the last 2 years, you know that not everyone pays their taxes and get away with it. So the only thing that's certain and absolute in life is death. Okay. Other than that, everything else is people's opinions, people's take. And don't get me wrong, there's good advice that's being flown around. You know, people have really good sound instructions on life and so on and so forth. So I'm not saying don't listen to anyone, but what I am saying, including myself, question everything I say. Question it. Don't swallow it hook, line, and sinker. You know, there's a famous saying. There's the adage, he swallowed it hook, line, and sinker, or he's drinking the Kool-Aid. We all know those jargons. So all I'm saying is, whenever you hear these artful, charismatic charlatans or smooth talkers, charming, you know, very elegant and eloquent and graceful with words, don't be lulled to sleep by that. Don't be wooed by that. You know, the Pied Piper, I'm sure you guys know the story of the Pied Piper, you know, plays music so well that he can charm you, right? So don't be charmed by the beauty of a voice or the articulateness of eloquence of using words, right? People who can use words with extreme smooth, soothing eloquence. Be mindful of all that. Don't be easily lulled, put to sleep, wooed, lured, and enticed by men who can be charismatic. Words are very powerful, and if you know how to wield them, you can definitely move a mind. So all I'm saying is question everything, people, and always consider the source. That's what I do anyway. Always consider your source. You know, if somebody's giving you advice on relationships, you always want to consider the source. What's their status, right? Are they married? Have they been doing it? Have they been living what they're preaching? To me, experience trumps academics. Experience trumps everything. So if you ain't experienced it, and if you haven't been doing it, boots on the ground, rubber on the road, don't tell me nothing. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I mean, you could say it, but I'm just not going to be really moved by what you're saying. Like it. I've prejudged you. They always say don't prejudge. I have. You know, that's what I do. I prejudge people all the time. I see somebody, my brain starts to do like a mental profile and starts to connect, you know, life. My brain network starts to network and tie in all the things you know, I start tying in everything that I see in you with life, and then I make a prejudgment, a predetermination of what I think you are or who I think you are. And it doesn't matter if I'm wrong or right. People would tell, oh, you're judging, you might be wrong. So what? I don't care if I'm wrong. I'd rather be wrong making a judgment than walking around blindly. All right? So make judgments. Don't fall for the trap of, oh, you're judging before you judge the book before you read it. I don't have time to read the damn book. I'm going to look at the cover and I'm going to make a decision based off the damn cover. It is what it is. So don't, you know, like I said, always consider the source. People want to tell you this about women, tell you this about men, tell you ladies, tell you this about money, tell you this about that, tell you that, you know, everything under the sun. But I always say this, look, most people don't have it together, don't have it figured out. Matter of fact, all of us don't have it figured out. Screw it. I'm going to say it. Nobody in this whole world got it all figured out. If there was one person that had it all figured out, the whole world would be fixed by now. But I think you'll agree with me that this world is chaotic, right? It's not fixed. Murphy's Law. If things can go wrong, it will always go wrong, right? I mean, you know, butterfly effect. Small changes here, drastic consequences there. So the world is in chaos. It's a constant turmoil, entropy, thermodynamics, right? So I mean, we know the science. So all I'm saying is consider the source and do your due diligence. I told you I'm in finance. Before I invest in a company, we have a process, a protocol. It's called due diligence, where you research the history of the company. You look at the last several quarters of the company. You go as far back as you can, not just quarterlies, but you look at, last 5 years, 4 years. How long have the company been around? What's their burn rate? What's their debt to income? You look at the debt to income. You look at their balance sheet. What's their revenues? What's their profit margins? You look at management. So you do. It's called due diligence. You really thoroughly understand the company before you get in bed with it, financially at least. So take that idea or that principle and apply it to life. Like if somebody's getting on here telling you something, because social media, I'm obviously using it, I'm on it, but it has a double-edged sword. I mean, it can be good, but it also can be bad, because now everybody's got an opinion. Everybody, including myself, I'm not exempt. Everyone, all of us are putting videos out of talking, telling people. So my thing is, don't be gullible and don't be susceptible to slivery tongues and sweet soothsayers. Just do your due diligence, right? Research, and before you take people's advice, or start sending people your money or whatever it is, make sure you do your research, do your due diligence, think for yourself, right? Be an individual, okay? Don't give away your individuality. Retain your identity, all right? Again, the Greek philosophers, ancient saying, know thyself. Socrates says an unexamined life is not worth living. So examine yourself, research yourself. Don't be taken for a sucker. Don't be taken for a ride by anyone, okay? Or anybody. All right, till next time. Y'all know it's Mark cooking these books and bringing you the info.